So this is a bit of a unexpected follow-up video I'm going to be making for the IBM Selectric typewriter magnetic tape Model 4. And I'm getting ready to list this on eBay and put it in, I guess, long-term storage basically, because this isn't something I plan on keeping. It's missing parts obviously, and I don't have the skills or knowledge to fix or repair whatever issues this might have. And in the previous video I had these cover panels off to show what was under them, but when I was putting them on and getting ready to list this, I noticed there was something right here, which is a release tab. Oops, I think gotta push it up while I'm gonna set the camera down, I guess. Alrighty, so I release that little tab, and that opens up the top. So this top piece here is a piece of steel that's been painted, and then this front piece here is a piece of cast aluminum, and there's quite a bit going on in here. Got all the switches and knobs, lots of hand wiring in there, and yeah, just the switches in action. This knob I'm turning here has two different points where you turn, has the inner and the outer knob. So it looks to be like a clutch mechanism for the tape storage. There's the reel with tape on it that was previously hidden under this opaque plastic basically. I don't know, actually now that I think about it, I think this might be for another piece of tape. Okay, yeah. So another tape cartridge. This is what it looks like with the tape cartridge installed. And that's what it looks like with no tape cartridge. Oh, interesting. And here is the tape coming out of the cartridge. Oops, there we go. Feeding through. Looks like there's some notches cut in it for some reason. I'm not certain why. It looks like there's this solenoid here that engages with that notch in the tape. Potentially? No? I'm not sure. I don't see an opto-isolator or anything for it to go through. There's a shaft with a bunch of, I guess, oblong discs on it basically that interact with a bunch of micro switches. That's interesting. So that must be the catch for the tape to attach to. But I don't really feel like taking that off. All sorts of different paths and shafts and gears inside of this. One drive motor, which drives a belt that goes around and then drives this main shaft, which has I want to say worm gear, but I think that's technically a helical gear, because I think worm gear it curves around, not diagonal teeth, if I remember right. So that connects to another shaft going side to side with various points of interaction. Looks like this sideways shaft is what must drive the those two sideways shafts. You're kind of getting a look at this at the same time I am, if you're watching this. So there's two shafts that go side to side, and somehow it must control both those shafts to maintain tape tension and proper tape feeds, I guess. Also, This pulley here is on a reduction because this motor has to spin fast enough for the fan in there to drive air down into the internals to cool the electronics. The interesting thing is, you can kind of see it. Let's see if the camera will adjust exposure. Normally in a blower fan, the blower is bigger than the opening of the housing that it's in. This one, the blower is smaller. I'm not sure why that is. Put that back where it belongs, maybe. And the motor here, 115 volts, 1.5 amp, 3,450 RPM with a continuous runtime rating, 1/15 of a horsepower. Yeah, camera doesn't want to focus. There we go. Made by Robbins and Myers Incorporated. Yeah, there's a bunch of this foam, probably for noise reduction and stuff, but typical foam of this era. It's all starting to turn back into goo. Dead dinosaurs and whatnot. So, yeah, it's no fun. A bunch of it fell out once I realized I could open the top, so my hands got all sticky and I had to throw it away. The foam, that is. Looks like there's some components down in there. Can't really tell what. I mean, obviously this is a resistor. The big black thing might be an axial capacitor. There's a number on it. Looks like 6812. I don't think it's a diode. Never seen a diode that big, at least. Yeah, it's pretty interesting unit. Definitely a lot going on. Looks like there's a thumb screw that holds on the front panel. And then once you lift both these tops off, that's the proper way to remove the side panels. They're already loose when I took this apart, so somebody already else before me managed to open it improperly. But yeah, and there's the little lock. So to get inside this unit, you just push this tab in with something nice and flat, and then you'll lift up the back cover, and then that'll release the front cover, since the back cover goes down over this little gasket. So in theory, that'll be the last video I make of this unit. Like I said, its fate is it's going to go on eBay, and in theory I'll try to sell it. I don't really know what to put on it for a price, so I'm just going to wing it. And never know. My guess is I'll probably have some computer museums maybe reach out to me and ask if I want to donate it, which got to try to at least make my money and time back, I guess. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It'd be nice to see it go to a proper home, because it's not something I wanted. It's just something I kind of chose to rescue because it's kind of a piece of history, and there's just not that much on it about the internet. Wow, words. There's not that much about it on the internet. So, yeah, hopefully that was interesting. I don't know if this will get much traffic. I don't think the original video got that many views, but either way, thanks for watching.